Illicit arms flows play a major role in fueling conflicts and violations of human rights and international law in general in areas of armed conflict. They lead to crimes that may amount to rebellion and terrorist activities, and negatively affect national security, human rights, and opportunities for sustainable development, in addition to threatening peace and international security. Some countries play a role as external participants in fueling conflicts in the Middle East and Africa, as military support is provided to the parties to the conflict without taking into account the ongoing humanitarian crises in those regions. Yemen. Many reports documented that Iran not only supplies the Houthis with weapons, but also with oil tanks, which provide them with money as well as drugs. Iranian weapons continue to flow to the Houthis, including missiles, drones, ammunition, and machine guns. The combined maritime forces managed to intercept 7 operations from December 2022 to February 2023 and seized 5,000 weapons, 1.6 million rounds of ammunition, 7,000 approximate fuses for missiles, 2,100 kilograms of fuel used to launch rockets, 30 anti-tank arms, guided missiles, and ballistic missile components. Security services at the Shan port were able to seize 100 drone engines that were on their way to the Houthi militia in the 5th incident during January and February 2023. Syria. During 2023, and especially in the period following the earthquake that struck northern Syria in February 2023, reports revealed Iran misused humanitarian aid materials designed for helping victims of earthquakes by utilizing them as a means to transport weapons and military equipment to Syria. Somalia. The U.S. Navy intercepted a vessel smuggling more than 2,000 AK-47 assault rifles from Iran to Yemen. According to reports, shipments of thousands of illicit weapons from the arms trade between Iran and Yemen are being transported via sea routes to Somalia. There they are sold to violent Islamic State extremist groups in Somalia and Al-Shabaab. Libya. Libya and its extended borders with neighboring countries in North Africa and African countries are considered the most important arms smuggling routes in the Middle East, especially with the renewal of chaos in it. The insecurity that has hit Libya since the outbreak of the February 17, 2011 revolution has contributed to increased arms smuggling to and from the country at a time when security authorities in western Libya announced that they had seized a container on board a ship coming from Malta containing nearly 12,000 weapons. Sudan. According to the Sudanese government and regional reports documentation, the Russian mercenary group, Wagner, is providing the Sudanese Rapid Support Forces with missiles to help in their fight against the Sudanese armed forces. Surface-to-air missiles greatly supported the RSF fighters. Satellite images documented an increase in the activity of Wagner forces on the Libyan border, and a Russian transport plane was monitored traveling between 2 Libyan air bases used by the sanctioned Russian fighting group. Ukraine. Reports on the arming Ukraine process revealed that only 30% of the weapons the West sends to the Ukrainian army reached their final destination since the start of the Russian war. Press reports quoted Ukrainian military officials that their country has lost nearly 50% of the weapons supplies that have flowed in since the outbreak of the war, which increases the possibility of selling them to third parties. The influx of Western weapons into the Ukrainian army has also led to the emergence of alternative markets on the internet through which some weapons can be purchased at very low prices.